Alrighty, so we're doing another studio mate in another state. Let me see if I should, yeah, probably need that. There we go. We're doing another studio mate. Wait a minute, that's weird. So we're doing another studio mate in another state. I'm painting Yolandi Fisher. My plan was to paint Yolandi during Pride Month, June. I did not accomplish that. I had a lot going on. Had to deal with a lot, and now I'm dealing with Bugsy passing away. I did a video the other day about Bugsy, and I'm a lot calmer now. I'm a lot dealing with it a little bit better. He's on antibiotics. He's on antibiotics, so the infection that was literally coming out of his mouth is pretty much gone. I would say gone. He's walking better, he's acting more like himself, he's happier, he's walking as far as he can, which is probably about a mile. We used to walk 8 to 14 miles a day, so it's a little bit of a drop, but we haven't done that since we left Cape Cod. But he's feeling better today. I'm feeling a little bit better today. So I thought I'd come out and work on Yolandi. The African-American girl I was working on, I've reconfigured her face a little bit, put her to the side, so I have time to think about it. Poor Christy and Bobby are sitting over there, and I apologize. I have two commissions that I need to, one start and two finish. But things have been harried. So I'm going to work on this and see if this helps my heart. That's a very big thing. I can't paint. I don't want to take on projects or finish projects in a half-assed manner and when I'm upset and shaky, as I have been in the Scooter Town videos and Let's Make videos. I've been shaking a lot because things have been very stressful, not just with Bugsy, but in my day-to-day. Things have been extremely stressful and nonsensical. So I'm going to take on Yolandi because I feel a certain comfort in this mess that I've made. I feel comfort in trying to fix it. So I'm going to reconfigure her face in this video. I'm just going to continue to rather just lay the basic shapes out. Sometimes I find nothing but comfort in working on a mess, kind of like ironing, which is something else I do. However, I'm not making it easy on myself because I don't have screws up here to hold her in, hold the canvas up. She's just kind of leaning. So I'm going to be dealing with that, but it's okay. I'm just not, I don't want to spend time on a project that isn't actually productive. So she's going to have to wait, even though that would help me. We'll do that another time. We're not just trying to get through the day. So welcome to Studio Mate in another state. Let's get to work, okay? Oh, and there's a thunderstorm coming, and apparently every landscaper that's ever worked in the Sarasota area has been coming to this neighborhood. So you'll have to excuse the noise. I'm going to turn on the fan too, because it's really been in the 90s and 100s here, and I'm warm. I have a clean shirt on, and I'm already sweating right through it. So let's get to work. Let's stop complaining and get to work. It's still so awful. I want to turn that off. I want to point something out. She's awful right now. She's a mess. But you notice I'm not really worried about it just yet. I'm not getting into the minutia. I'm not getting into particulars too much. I'm just laying down shapes and colors like in the drawings. Don't worry about correcting it all later. But right now it's just about finding the basics. So yeah, she's a mess. And again, my videos aren't flashy. They're not, look, I did this in 5 minutes. It's not for you to kill time with. It's for artists or people who want to be artists, and just having somebody nearby that's working like you are. Okay, just wanted to give that gentle reminder. In case you came here looking for a, look how awesome I am video. I am so much smarter than you, because it's not going to happen. I'm going to make a fool of myself. I allow people to see everything from beginning to end. Whether it's the failures or, no, the failures would be giving up. But it's all the ugly bits that people don't want you to see. How they got there. And I don't care. I'm secure enough in my abilities to not worry about making myself look perfect. And I don't want anyone to feel like, because they didn't do a painting, start and finish a painting in 5 minutes, and they're not as awesome as some of those people are, that they're failing. It's not trying that's failing, in my opinion, because that helps to bolster my little ego a little bit. But I don't want you to worry about it. We're just going to lay out the work, or I'm just laying out the work while you're doing your work. Basic shapes and ideas. And we'll do more detailing later. There's always time. I have people that periodically come on and tell me or write me and tell me I'm a horrible painter, or not a horrible painter, but that I'm average and blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care. I get so much, not so much, I usually get pretty good messages and comments from people, but once in a while. And I think, F you. You go show yourself warts and all. Gonna criticize me? Go work on yourself first, douchebag. I hear from people who have gotten really poor feedback. I don't even listen to it. It's the same as good feedback. Good feedback is really nice, but in the end it doesn't really affect me, because my inner compass tells me what to do. as do my paintings, because they talk to me. Because I hope you, like me, in the end rely on yourself more than other people for affirmation. Don't get me wrong, outsider's affirmation feels really nice, but you don't want to base your ego on it or an understanding of who you are. Because big people can be really shitty. So take it with a grain of salt. People who are fragile tend to offer criticism, so they can shove it. Don't care. Okay, I gotta figure out this burlap bag. Yolandi made a dress out of a burlap bag, and I've been obsessed with it since I first saw it. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna treat it. Treat your burlap bag. Oh, if you haven't seen it, I was just referring to a podcast I listened to called Wine and Crime. It is so awesome. These girls, these women, young women, have been friends since they were little. And they talk about wine, and they talk about crime. And it's awesome. So I listened to it on Apple, I guess. But the funny thing is, they'll do an ad. And whether it's about shoes or makeup or underpants or whatever, they'll say, let's just pretend it's makeup. They'll say, or body bath or whatever. Treat yourself, treat your bath. And Amanda will go, treat it. And it's so funny to me. Treat your bath. Treat it. Treat your feet. Treat it. It's just the delivery that makes me laugh so hard. Treat yourself. Treat it. Treat your teal. Treat it. So something else is I ordered a gaiter, which is a neck covering, like almost like a balaclava. I wore them in the wintertime up north. They're about this long. And I ordered it with my painting of Yeu Kusama printed on it. I'm going to see how that goes. If it goes well, I'll let you know about the site. It was like $16 or something, so it wasn't a lot of money. But we'll see how it turns out. Not one for selling my artwork printed on products. I have had my own prints made in the past. That's too high. Shit. When I laid out the necklace, I laid it out too high. So, bye-bye necklace. But I'll let you know how it goes. I have to wear them at work now, masks, which is perfectly fine. I'm not opposed to it. I don't care. I just really don't care. People are making it into this big fucking deal. My doctor, me. You don't have a breathing condition if you're yelling at people. Yeah, so I've been looking at getting some with my artwork printed on it. And especially yesterday, I walked into work and my boss was wearing a American flag face covering. And I said, wow, you've got an axe to grind mask. And he said, you betcha. He says, Trump 2020. He said, I'm going to write it on my mask. He's going to write it on this thing. And I said, well, make sure you spell it correctly, because I'm not sure that your president can. Better Google that. That shut the conversation down. I don't know how anybody with any sense of morals would do that. If I saw that coming at me and I walked in the door of a business, I would turn around and walk out. Because it tells me you're a con man and a thief. And you can't be trusted. But whatever. Trump 2020. Yeah, good luck with that. And of course, immediately, well, Hillary. Okay, you can stop that now. It's been 3 years. Hillary. But Obama. It's not him, it's the same conversation with all these people. Emails, Obama. Okay, you can get over it now. You won. Your reality star television favorite is pretending to be a leader and doing a really poor job of it. Making an ass of himself, as he always has. And we get it. You still love him. Okay. Look, rationalizing that in the future. He was so good on TV. He was such a good businessman. Yeah, no. He said he was a good businessman. Yeah, he says a lot of shit. Sorry, anyway, I digress. I'm going to try out this site, see how it prints out. If it comes back okay, even in reasonably good condition, I'll let you know. You might want to use them. Because I've got my little masks. They're innocuous. I've got a couple of bandanas. I've got a blue one that they gave us at work. I've got a couple coming. They don't say anything that might rile these people up. You know, like Black Lives Matter, because they do. One has a smiley face on it, I think. Another one has a mustache, which I'm wicked excited about. And then a third one says something happy on the sides. Something non-confrontational, non-axe to grind. Doesn't say women have rights too, or please don't kill black people. Trump should be in jail. It says something happy. Ooh. Oh, I went really off the rails with that. It's way too high. Funny how, not funny, but it's amazing to me that workers in, Whole Foods workers up north were forced to take their Black Lives Matter masks off. Suppose you can't, the company can't take a side either way. Like I go into work and Trump 2020. Different state, completely different value system than I've ever noticed before or lived in before. We love con men. Friends up north will understand, sort of. Friends up north who fight for social justice and equality will understand. And some of my friends here. I was talking with a friend of mine this morning, and about the Karen thing. Because all women who are entitled and confrontational, we call them Karen. But we don't have a name for the men. I watched a video of a guy running around with an AK-47 because protesters were walking by his gigantic mansion. So he and his wife were pointing guns at them. But that's not a big deal. Because, you know, idiots and dangerous, and they feel entitled. They feel deeply entitled. So, my suggestion is we start calling them Donald. These guys that are, you know, white power. We just start calling them Donald instead of Karen. Okay, Donald. Or Donnie. They won't get it anyway. I think it's a compliment. Hashtag, okay, Donald. Ooh, I've also been thinking about getting another tattoo because of Bugsy. I'm gonna get it right here. My skin's getting wrinkly, but I'm thinking about it. I think what I want to do. And I'm thinking about getting one based on a movement that Yolandi started, which I was not aware of when she was alive, when they were alive, excuse me. It was a like an old police whistle. Live loud, which is perfect for Yolandi. So I'm also thinking about that, but I think I want to get Bugsy. Something about the booze. Dipper. My little poopy poo. My best friends for 15 years. Defer, deter, defer, defer, defer. That's how we talk. Thinking about songs I used to sing him. We'd go to, on our way to doggy daycare, and I'd sing him songs while we were on the way so he'd know where we were going. We are going to see pals, some are guys and some are gals. Some are fast and some are strong, some they sleep the whole day long. And he would get so excited. He'd know exactly what that meant. We were headed to Fairhaven, Massachusetts, so he could go see his pals at doggy daycare. Okay, so I think we're out of time. That's enough rambling for now. I got Yolandi started. Still a mess, but we're not going to worry about it, right? We're not going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about what people think, what people say. We're just going to keep moving forward. Because this is, oh my God, and the camera looks terrible. This is strictly stick figure stage. That's all we're doing. Sorry, I've been moving this around a lot. But this is strictly stick figure stage. So now Yolandi looks a little bit like Tim Curry in a bad drawing. But we're just going to keep working on it, okay? But we're going to take a break, have some lunch, cool off a little bit, and I'll see you next time. Okay, ciao.